Hi, I'm Gianna. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, I'm very excited because as part of my attempt to romanticize winter, I'm not the biggest fan of the season, but I'm trying to make it feel as cozy and warm and lovely as possible. So today, I'm going to be trying the cold girl makeup look. You might have seen it on every social media platform. It's kind of like insane right now, but the basics of it are a heavy blush on the cheeks and the nose to make it look like you just got in from the cold. Super sparkly lids, like you've got snow glistening on them, and I love glitter, I love blush. It's kind of just a no-brainer. So I'm going to be doing that today, putting on my cozy winter clothes and just making winter feel like a super special time. So if that sounds fun, cool, interesting, stay watching. First up, I'm feeling a really dewy base, even though I feel like a lot of people who do this will go for a more kind of satin finish, but your girl is dry. So I'm using the MAC Studio Face and Body foundations. I've got the shades C6 and C5. I'm just gonna mix them up a little bit. And if you haven't tried this formula, it's very strange and interesting because it basically starts off super runny, and then when you rub it together, it kind of gets thicker and a little tacky. And that's when the magic starts to happen. And this really helps it look super skin-like. And that's perfect for me because I really don't wear foundations because I hate feeling like I have a mask of some kind on my face. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rub this in. Okay, there we go. I feel like it doesn't do a crazy amount of coverage, but it does kind of even out my skin, like a skin tint, and I really like that. Also, of course, I immediately forgot a step. I really wanted to use this saei glowy primer in Starglow, but I'm just gonna put it on top of the foundation anyway, because who cares? It's makeup. So it's really kind of shimmery, but not super glittery, and this is their lighter shade, and I think it works really well for this look because it kind of gives that wintry snowflake kind of glisten. Okay, now we're looking super glowy. I really like this. Okay, next up is concealer, and I've really been enjoying this Bobbi Brown skin corrector stick, and I'm using dark peach. I'm on the hunt for deep peach, but it's sold out on Bobbi's website, on Sephora, on Ulta, so I don't know who's hoarding the deep peach. But anyway, I like to just put this under my eyes a little bit and on some darker spots, and I really want to dive into color correctors more in 2023 because sometimes I have areas of darkness that I just kind of want to cover up a little bit. I don't want to deal with a full foundation, but I used to try the LA Girl color correctors, like the orange one that they have. It's only $5, so it's really popular if you're just getting into color correcting, but I would always end up looking like an Oompa Loompa because I just have like a swatch of orange around my mouth that no foundation could cover up. So I like that this Bobbi Brown one is more of a peach, and I can pretty much get away with just wearing it as concealer. Like, I don't have to put another layer of complexion product on top. Look, it just brightens, kind of hides that discoloration. Next, I'm going to put just a little bit of this Kulfi concealer on top. This is in the shade Glossy Guava. And I really like this because it's super creamy and moisturizing, and I got the dry skin, but I think I would most compare it to the Kosas concealer, which I unfortunately can't use anymore because it has avocado oil and I'm pretty allergic to the stuff, so it kind of started giving me little bumps, and I was really disappointed because it was a concealer that I loved, but this has been a wonderful replacement. I'm just putting a little bit under my eyes for some more coverage. I don't know, I really like concealer, so I kind of just put it wherever I feel like. And I really love that both this and the Bobbi Brown corrector stick blend out so easily and beautifully with the finger, because even though I have a million makeup brushes, I prefer my finger 99% of the time. I feel like it just makes product sink into the skin and look so natural, and that's really what I go for when I do my makeup. Okay, I'm feeling so cute right now. I'm really enjoying this base. It's feels very natural, not overly dewy, maybe to some, not to me. I'm going to just continue on that dewy train with the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. I have the shade Medium Dark, and this isn't a super super bronzy look, in my opinion, the whole cold girl thing, because, you know, it's winter, you didn't just come back from Saint-Tropez. But, you know, if you're out there on the slopes, the sun's reflecting off of the snow, you're gonna get a little bit of some color. So I like this just for a gentle whisper of warmth. Who wouldn't want that in the winter? This is definitely one of my favorite beauty products of 2022. I'm positive I'm gonna hit pan on it in 2023. Bet. It is just so skin-like. It's so hard to mess up. Like, you can apply as much as you want. I'm sure you could even use this as a foundation or a skin tint if you wanted. And it just makes the skin look so healthy, hydrated, and I am chronically dehydrated, so any product that makes it look like I actually drink water and don't despise it like I do is a win for me. Okay, so I'm just gonna set under my eyes really quickly before moving on to the eyeshadow look, and I'm using the e.l.f. finishing powder in the shade light medium. I really like this powder. It's super light, and I'm not into super matte look, but this does what it needs to do of just keeping my concealer from creasing and kind of toning down the glossiness of all my hydrating concealers. First, I'm gonna do my eyebrows super quick. I have this dried out tube of a clear brow gel, and I use that to just kind of flick my brows into place so that I can then fill them in before I do my actual brow gel on top. Just because I find it a little hard to get in there once all the hairs are like in place. So I'm going to use the Milani Weekend Brow Pen in Espresso. I freaking love this thing. I just feel like it gives super light strokes that make the brows look really natural, and my brows aren't super sparse, so I'm not looking for anything thick like a pomade, say, but this is exactly what I needed to do, and it's really hard to be too heavy-handed with it. Now I'm using the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It's just a clear brow gel, and using that to set my brows in place. I used to use the ABH Brow Freeze, and I think that this is a perfect cheaper dupe. Yay, okay, I feel like my brows look really good, and I haven't even gotten them done in months, so that's the power of a good brow routine, I guess. Let's zoom and do some eye stuff. First, I'm going to take the Fenty Stalkr bronzer in Caramel Cutie, because that's what I am. And I'm just going to take it on a fluffy brush and put it in my crease. And I'm going to bring it down the bridge of my nose a little bit. Never really done that before, but thought it could be fun. Next, because we're going to be doing some glitter, I'm going to be using Too Faced glitter glue. I don't even think they make this anymore, and it's the only Too Faced product I've ever even bought. But I find that this is super sticky. I think it's amazing for glitter. I've used the NYX one, and I don't think it's comparable in my opinion. There was no other choice for what to go in with besides Urban Decay's Space Cowboy. So now I'm just going to pretty much put that all over my lid. And I'm even going to, you know, bring it up a bit. This look is really all about the blush and the sparkly eyes, so don't be shy. And I think I'll just concentrate a little bit more on the center of my lid, bring attention to those pupils. Now, we're looking pretty sparkly, pretty ice princess, but I think we can do better. I'm going to take a little bit of this white shade in the Dior Backstage Glow palette, 001 Universal, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner just to brighten it up a bit, add even more iciness, even more Elsa glow. I'm gonna take this blue glitter shadow that's in the Urban Decay Party Favor palette. It is my favorite palette that exists, I believe, because it's all their moon dust shades, which Space Cowboy is a moon dust shade. And it doesn't exist anymore, but I'm so glad I got it, because it just has pretty much a rainbow of these glittery topper shades, and those are my favorite ones in existence, so this palette and I were made to be. But I digress. I'm gonna take some of Neon Moon, which is the blue shade, and put that in my inner corner, and I think it will look like icicle snowflakes in the inner corner of my eye. I think it'll be beautiful. Okay, that's so pretty. I really just feel like a snow queen. I like that so much. Okay, and that's really pretty much what's going on with the eyes. You know, I don't really need to add much of anything else, but I will add just a nice subtle brown liner using the Nabla Cupid's Arrow. This is in number 2. And it's just a nice brown. It's super creamy. If you wanted to, you could even smudge it out. You have time to play around. So I think it's a really great multi-use pencil. Like, they have more skin tone shades that I feel like would make really good eyeshadow bases. Okay, I feel like this looks great. It's very soft. You know, the wing's not the main focus. It's really the shadows, so I really like how this is turning out. Now we're on to the second most important part. Or maybe they're both most important. Blush. Similar to only having one option of like, it had to be Space Cowboy, I think it has to be Rare Beauty's Grateful. This is their liquid blush. And this is such bright poppy cherry red that on my skin tone, I feel like it really looks like I'm blushing from the cold. So this has to be what I go in with. And if you've never tried them, they are super pigmented. So I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand. And then with my little brush, I'll kind of dab around in that instead of applying it directly to my face and then having regrets. Bringing it on the bridge of my nose, because we are chilly. We are so cold. A little bit on the chin. Oh, how are the slopes? They were wicked. Look how I'm so chilled from being out there all day. Oh dear, I'm having too much fun with this blush. She's going to go overboard. She must be stopped. I think this is really good. I'm definitely going to go on top of this with a powder blush just to add some dimension, because I feel like, you know, it's one blush is fun, but you know, it's more fun 2, 3, 4 blushes. Hi, so my camera died, so I'm waiting for it to charge, and I've just kind of been like putzing around trying to fill the time. I plucked an eyebrow, I watched the snowfall a bit, and now I thought I might do a little blush swatch situation party while I try and figure out what I want to top this red shade with, because I feel like the cold girl look is really all about multi-dimensional blush. Yeah, so we're gonna try and achieve that, but I don't want to just go slapping things on my face and then, you know, look a fool. So take you behind the scenes and we're gonna do a little swatch test. Here we have a swath of options. Not a lot of these might make sense, but I just kind of pulled everything in the pink category because I think that's what would look nice on top of the red. I'm gonna start with a little swatch of Grateful. And then I'm gonna swatch everything else and just see if anything stands out to me. Let's do both of these LYS blushes. We've got Self-Love and Confident. Okay, so that is much pinker. That could be interesting. And then Confident. These are pretty dang similar, but that's just a bit lighter for my skin tone. Next, the Super Shock Cheek in Sounds Grape. Now this has a bit of shimmer in it that I thought would look nice on top. Okay. I mean, that would look really nice on top of either of these, but we're focusing on this one. This is the M Cosmetics Powder Blush in Venetian Rose. Okay, put that right next to it. That's also very shimmery. And keeping with the shimmery theme, I've got one in my Hourglass. This is the Tiger palette. This is Iridescent Rose. And I think this is gonna be even lighter. Yeah. That might be a nice like kind of topper highlight if I just wanna keep layering into infinity. The last one I'm gonna try is from the Hourglass Unlocked palette. This is Mood Flush. Ooh. Okay, unexpected favorite there. These two, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I'm doing this, but also I don't know if it's gonna help me make a decision. Okay, I'm gonna go look at these swatches in maybe natural light, help you guys make the decision with me. Okay, I believe I've decided to go with Mood Flush from the Hourglass Unlocked palette. I'm gonna go have lunch while I wait for my camera to finish charging, and we'll see if I change my mind. I don't know. Thank you for going on this little swatch adventure for me. Let me know what you would pick, or maybe none of them. I don't... I'm still trying to kind of get better at color theory and all of that and learn how to make my makeup color decisions on my own instead of just following like pre-planned ideas from other people. But it's all about learning, right? So we're gonna see. If it looks a mess, then I know, and maybe I'll learn, maybe not. Anyway, see you guys in a bit. Hi, okay, I'm back. Let's finish up this look and just enjoy the rest of this wintry day together. So, after much deliberation, I've decided that I'm going to use the shade Mood Flush from the Hourglass Unlocked palette. So, yeah, I didn't get a blush brush. Alright, look at this guy. We're gonna dance him around in that shade and just load up that brush. We are not skimping, no frugality here with the brush. Just kind of dancing that around my face. I love to have a cold looking nose. I think it is so cute. Okay, I think I definitely made the right choice. I think these are going really well together. It's adding more of like a pink luminosity. These Hourglass blushes are also one of my favorite blush formulas in the entire world. If you've tried the M Cosmetics Heaven's Glow blushes, I feel like they're kind of similar to that. They both have that kind of baked texture that makes them just melt into the skin. But I find these are a little less powdery than the Heaven's Glow. I'm basically setting my face with blush. Okay, that means it's time to stop. Okay, next I'm going to set my face with this e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. I really like this for bringing a little bit of, honestly more of like a satiny finish to some areas of my face. It just doesn't take away all of that glow, so I'm really liking this powder. I'm just gonna set my face a little bit so I can see where it's taking away some color because it can really tone down your blush. So we gotta go back in and add more blush. I feel like that just kind of takes down the shine a bit, but still leaves the glow behind, which is exactly what I want. I was never really a powder gal, especially not a loose powder gal, but this little guy has really changed me. Okay, we're winding down. I know that this is kind of glowy, but I still want to add a little highlighter, and this is Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Wisp. It's my all-time favorite Colourpop highlighter. And I'm just gonna add this on the high points of my face, like on my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, Cupid's bow. That just added a little bit more of a winter's glow, I think. And it melted with the blush really well. I love the Super Shock Cheek highlighters. They're awesome when you're using your fingers, which I love to do. Okay, and last little bit of glowy highlighter action, I'm gonna go back into that Dior Universal palette. And I'm just using this kind of light layering highlighter brush from Real Techniques. And I'm gonna mix the white and the pink shade together and just go over wherever I put Wisp to add a little bit more concentration of highlight. Because I feel like the Super Shock Cheek, it gives this all over glow, but this really adds pinpoints of sparkle. I'm just feeling so cute. Now I'm just gonna spray with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus to kind of melt everything together before I do mascara and lips. My favorite mascara at the moment is the Rare Beauty mascara, and it makes my lashes look so lengthened and volumized, but it is clumpy as heck in my opinion. So I have to basically wipe off the entire wand on paper towel. Like, that's too much. Once you've wiped it off, I feel like it gives your lashes that perfect fluttery finish. You know, it just requires a little bit of finagling and then you're golden. It's a really nice mascara. I think I've repurchased it now for the 3rd time, so pretty loyal at this point. Okay, last part is lips. I'm going to line my lips just a little bit with MAC Cork, just for some nude definition. Ignore that dryness, please. I had in my head that I'd be doing a little bit of a pinky lip for that kind of just bitten look. So I'm using NYX's Butter Gloss in Bit of Honey, and I'm going to put that all over. These are on my favorite glosses. They smell like vanilla. They have a million different colors, especially nude colors for brown skin tones. They're incredible. You probably know this. But I just also wanted to put a little bit of Praline, which is my daily go-to color. Has a bit more brown than Bit of Honey. Just because I don't know if it needs it, but I love using it. Just in the center. Now, do I look cold or do I look cold? You know how we have to finish this off is with a parka, a beanie, a scarf. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, how freaking cute! I feel more like I'm going to a hockey game or something, but then when I put this on... Who is she? Okay, you have to let me know what you think about this look because I'm liking it so much. I mean, I love glitter, I love blush, like, duh. But I don't know, I feel really wintry. Like, you could wear this in the summer, but this just feels made for the cold and making you feel like a cute little snow princess, and that's exactly what I'm going for. So thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me while I try and romanticize winter even more and make this the best winter season yet. If you haven't subscribed yet, that'd be amazing if you did. And I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Hope you're staying warm if you're on this hemisphere. Okay, bye.